is maybe roaring, with a zoom-a-like-a-wee. But there isn't any roar when the clock strikes 4. Everything stops for tea. It's a very good English custom, though the weather be cold or hot. If you need a little pick-up, your little teacup will always hit the spot.
Hey there, chaps and chappets. It's tea party time again, and as I wasn't here last week, this has had a nice long time to brew. Let's talk about the UK general elections, shall we? I understand that if you're not from the UK, or don't currently live in the UK, or do live in the UK but you're a moron and think that politics doesn't affect you, then this could all be a bit confusing and a bit foreign sounding. But it's really very straightforward. I thought my friends and I here could show you roughly what's going on during this particular general election campaign. Here's Gregory Bearnoso. It's an inside joke. Here's Gregory Bearnoso. He will be playing the part of Jeremy Corbyn, the Labour leader, and you can remember that because he's got a red t-shirt on. Okay. And this is Bear Cop, and he's going to be playing the part of Theresa May. And now you can remember that because he looks absolutely nothing like Theresa May. This is Sweeps the Raccoon. He shall be playing the part of the Liberal Democrats. And this is Sir Oinkles, and he shall be playing the part of the UKIP party.
I'm a filthy socialist who wants everything to be nationalised. I'm an elitist conservative who wants to sell everything we possibly can so that we have more money to spend on wars and, I don't know, fox hunting or some shit. Isn't fox hunting massively inhumane? Your policies will take us back to 1975. Didn't we have fox hunting in 1975? Strong and stable! Strong and stable! I'm scared of everything. There's burkas everywhere, and I'm so scared of people whose noses I can't see.
That's the major ones covered. There is also the Green Party, but there's not really very much point in mentioning them. They're the Green Party. That's it. That's all. They like the environment. So as you can see, there's somewhat of a kerfuffle going on in the UK political atmosphere right now. And then of course there's Nicola Sturgeon, who's head of Scotland. And now I don't know very much about what's going on in Scotland, but as I understand it, they had a referendum to decide whether they should be in the UK or whether they should be an independent country. The referendum voted that they should be in the UK, but not by a very wide margin. So Nicola Sturgeon is now campaigning to have another referendum on account of the people who wanted Scotland to not be in the UK, but did want Scotland to be in the EU, and all the people who were in Scotland who wanted to be part of the EU, but also wanted to be part of the UK, because if they wanted to be in the EU more than they wanted to be in the UK, then that could be grounds for another referendum on account of the UK voting to leave the EU. Are you with me? So now there's a big kerfuffle in Scotland because the Scottish National Party wants to have a Scottish national government and not have anything to do with the UK, but a lot of people are either too tired or just don't care enough and are really not happy with the idea of another referendum. So, Scotland is sort of fighting its own thing. Meanwhile, all UK parties decided to stop campaigning for a little while to sort of commemorate and to mark respects to the horrible tragedy that happened in Manchester, apart from the Scottish Liberal Democrats Party, which are different to the Liberal Democrats Party, because they decided that they weren't going to do that, and now everyone's angry at them. So now they are pretty much in the same boat as the UK Liberal Democrats Party, actually. Maybe they should be put in the same boat and set adrift somewhere that would appreciate them. I don't know where that is exactly, but there must be somewhere. Meanwhile, after what happened in Manchester, the UK is on a higher terror alert, but the US is leaking loads of information about the investigation in the UK to other people. So everyone in the UK is very angry because they don't know who's telling the US this and who in the US is telling everyone else, but it needs to stop, but they don't know how to stop it because they don't know who's doing it. Generally speaking, we're all a little bit confused. So I hope that helps everything make sense. Lord knows it doesn't to me.
In the trenches or a battleship at sea, but there isn't any war when the clock strikes 4. Everything stops for tea.